Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to start learning about multiplication. I'm going to teach you two different strategies on how to multiply small numbers. I'm going to teach you groups of and an array this week. Next week, I'll work on repeated addition and skip counting, which are other multiplication strategies. So, groups of. This symbol here means times, okay? So 2 times 4 equals. But that's really just like saying two groups of 4. So times means the same as groups of. So if I have two groups of 4, or 2 times 4, my first group is going to have 4 in it. Let's use my purple round circles as counters. Just like if we were in the class, we might get snap cubes or some other math manipulative. You can use one at home if you have some noodles or pop tabs or something. So here's my two groups with 4 in each group. So how many does two groups of 4 equal? 2 times 4 equals 8 because there's 8 altogether. Okay? If I'm talking about an array is similar to groups of. So again, 2 times 4, this means times, is just saying 2 rows of 4. Okay, so if I wanted to make 2 rows with 4 in each row, it's kind of like making groups of, but it's just a little bit more organized. So there's my first row of 4. Remember that rows go horizontal, columns go vertically. So it's horizontal that we're talking about because rows are horizontal. So 2 rows of 4. And again, you know that the answer is 8 already, but I've got my 2 rows made with 4 in each row. If I flipped it, so this is an example of 4 times 6 equals 24. 4 rows with 6 in each row. If I flipped it, it flips the equation too. So this is 6 different rows. If you're looking at my rows going vertically, I have 6 rows. And in each row, there's only 4. So it's the same thing flipped. So if I was doing that with my 2 rows of 4, I could make them go this way. And I could change my equation so that it was 4 rows with 2 in each row. And it still equals 8. But it just shows it in a different way. So I'm going to show you again both ways. This is my 2 rows of 4, my 2 times 4 right here. And this is my 4 times 2, my 4 rows with 2 in each row. So that's how you do groups of and an array. I'm going to go to see if we can do a more trickier one here. So 4 times 5. Let's see if we can do that. 4 groups with 4 groups of 5. So 4 groups with 5 in each. Actually, I already set it up. So I've got 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups with 5 in each group. If I count them in total, what's my answer? I get 20. If I did an array, I need 4 rows with 5 in each row. There's my first row, second row, third row, and fourth row. So I have 4 rows with 5 in each row. So again, it equals 20 because I can count across 5, 10, 15, 20. And that's how we multiply using groups of and arrays. Next week, I'll show you the repeated addition and skip counting strategy. But groups of is easy because you can use math manipulatives and you can draw them out as well.